Hey everybody, this is Mysterious JG. This is Let's Play Starflight 2 Trade Routes of the Cloud Nebula. Sorry for my incredible incompetence last time, but I've taken us back to exactly where we were, and this time I'm actually going to try to kill 3 Spemen ships and then let the last one surrender and see what they have to say, rather than killing them all and then getting myself blown up, which I did last time, and it wasn't that great an idea, I didn't think. Now I'm apparently have the wrong window highlighted as I continue to show off incredible incompetence. And when we get to the final space battle with the Umanyu, depending on how long it is, I may put in some music over the background like somebody did in their LP of Star Control 2. But I have a feeling the battle won't actually go long enough for that to be worth doing, so I'm going to decide after I record the video. I don't know what's going to happen with that as I go. But we're loading the game in progress. The game load is complete. Upgrade complete. And I know that we were arming plasma bolts and lasers. Could have hung around there waiting for the Spemen, actually, but they'll be in this system, I'm sure of it. F8 is shield nullifier, although I don't even think it's worth firing that off, because one plasma bolt was killing these guys. Their shields are not very good. They're difficult to hit. They're not going to be exactly there again. Yeah, see, they moved towards where I was. You overshoot each other. Okay. It's glowing yellow. Let me move away a little bit so I don't get hit by the very first round of blasts, although they do battle jump after you. They don't seem to care that I hailed them hostile. They still ask me if I want to surrender. I'm going to say they didn't hail me fast enough, and we recognize your amusing little ship. Alright, I'm going right into combat. The best thing you can do, actually, once you've got the battle jumper, is just to... Those would appear to be their plasma bolts, not mine. But the Umanyu don't actually have plasma bolts. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I just kind of got crowded by them. Okay, the Spemen are actually harder to beat than the Umanyu once you've got the Legic technology. Because they'll try to surrender as soon as things start going bad for them, but plasma bolts home in on you. There really is just nothing in the game that makes them not kill you dead. You've got plasma bolts. Obviously, but you are always outnumbered in these fights. But I thought it would be fun to just beat up on, and I remember as a kid thinking they were really easy to beat up on once you had this. I think I was just hugging the battle jumper. That might be why. Either that or... I just was finished. I fought a smaller group of them. They didn't have a chance to get off a shot of plasma bolts. Because the problem is that once they've got plasma bolts off, I can't just stop and hail them for funsies to, you know, make them surrender. Oh, this would be frustrating if I can't get this to work. This is supposed to be just like us having fun and beating up on the wimpy Spemen, but it ain't happening. This isn't the way it was supposed to be, Spemen. Because they've got plasma bolts, they still have like the worst shields and stuff. They've got really low quality of... But you can't... Yeah, I keep trying to get distance from them. It doesn't actually help anything. That's one of theirs. This is what I used to do. I would fire one, then battle jump, then fire. Now, is he going to try to surrender? He's firing regular shots at me, it looked like. We apologize if you did not find our jokes about destroying you humorous. I must chastise that communications officer of mine. They've disarmed their weapons, they've lowered their shields. Excellent. Please understand, it was all pure pressure. I never wanted to shoot you. The other spemmen said I had to. Those bad spemmen, I will never talk to them again. I wonder if we get new information from them. Probably not. Alright, I confess, it was we spemmen who took the most valuable thing from the Tandaloo. I hang my antenna in shame. Please, your great wonderfulness, I'm afraid my knowledge is limited only to matter concerning our pitiful species. Okay, so you don't get a whole set of new stuff, but... Okay, you forced it out of me. The most valuable thing is taken to our planet. Okay. Heard, though, that it was wise spem leaders who sold it to Gnuck when they discovered it was only a worthless hunk of green glass. Of course, I suspected as much all along. So if you, this is all stuff that would be useful to you if you manage to beat them in a fight before you get all the Legic technology. Please, I beg you, I grovel, I plead. Do not ask me to betray my Blab brothers and reveal the true source of our technology. I have sworn a solemn oath that I would sooner die a horrible and painful death. A Spemman never breaks a Blab oath. We are physically unable to, in fact. Well, okay, I guess I can tell you, since we are a friend, we picked up our technology from a data cube which we found on a derelict ship orbiting a planet in system 198-154. As I said, I tell you this because you are a good friend, but perhaps we would wish to give a good friend a small gratuity for being so helpful. He's trying to get money out of me. I've tried to destroy the rest of his fleet. More information? Yes, well, perhaps you wonder about shiniand. As we know, it originates on a planet somewhere in the cloud. Of course, we have been preparing to do an extensive search as soon as we wipe out the Umanyu. I promise that after we find the planet, I will bring you some shiniand. So they claim they're trying to wipe out the Umanyu. Oh, look, I confess, we spemmen took the thingy from the thingy. Do not underestimate the power. Do not underestimate the power of our ship. Oh, your species is so kind and just. Just this morning, I was telling some other spemmen how you, don't believe in shooting another ship after it has surrendered. I think that is wonderful. You are truly a great species. All right, that's it for the spemmen. Now, frankly, you got to see what happens when you beat up on the spemmen, but that's not actually going to help us win the game. So let us actually quit without saving and resume our game outside of Bemfblunk, but we're not going to bother to fight the spemmen because all that meant was I was going to have to go back to Starport to get my armor repaired. So, yay, we beat up some spemmen, but we're not actually going to... We'll say that we went out and beat up some spemmen later, because that doesn't really count any more than it counted when I got myself killed fighting the spemmen. No, instead we are going to go to playback Gorzek. It's time for us to end this LP, folks. It's time for us to end the LP. We're going to go to the Loar homeworld, and once you get in there, it's almost over. And once we start flying towards like the center of the Cloud Nebula and Umanyu space, I need to think about queuing up some stream action music. Okay. Loar settle and system planet 4 139 135 139 135 folks. 139 135. This is where it could get really nasty. 139 135. Wow. Yeah, you kind of see where we're heading at here. Now that we know what we know about this place, we can see that the Loar picked a damn bad place for a homeworld. This is probably not actually going to work. As a matter of fact, we might end up farther away from it than we are now. But this will be our last chance to use a jump pod. We have missed the target site. 139, 135 is not where we're at. We are, oh yeah, we're actually farther away. So, oh, there's some. Oh, that's flux nodes. Not as many Umanu about as I expected, but 135, 139 is this away. We got our shields up and our... Oh no, I've forgotten how to fire blastopods. We'll need to know that for the battle with the Umanu. Probably F8 actually. No, F8's the shield modifier. System scanner. Maybe F7. Yeah, I don't know how to fire a blastopod. Probably should have figured that out. Oh, well, I guess we won't be using those against the Umanu. You notice we're not getting messages about Seymour going insane because we left him behind. We'd hate for Seymour to go insane, you know, get twisted and become evil. He'd be nothing like the Seymour we knew if that happened. Goomscumby here, sir. I just wanted to let you know I'm feeling a little better today. That's great news. That's exactly what I care about. While we fly through the center of the Cloud Nebula, trying to find... Yeah, we are really at the center of it now, because there was that hole in the center that isn't green. It's not easy not being green. Yeah, we really are like right in the center of the freaking Cloud Nebula, the most dangerous place in the game, unless you consider the Ulek more dangerous than Umanu. They're kind of two sides of the same coin. But, well, the Umanu don't have... plasma bolts, which means that they can kill your crew members directly if you get in close, but they don't have stuff that will home in on you, which is nice. But anyway, no, the, yeah, I just like that the Duino was like, I feel a little better. I'm making him talk like a spam, but not a Duino. The Duino talk more like this. Well, yeah, did I even, I don't think I even remembered to make them sound different from each other. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Daddy. I should make the Duino talk more like this. Exploring every nook and cranny of this little hole in the cloud here. And we're getting a lot of Umanu activity, but it would not appear that they're actually guarding planets in this system. We'll see in a minute. We're not going to find a Humna beacon here either, because this planet... Oh, unidentified object. And it's bright red. Let's move out of the way a little bit. Let's go into combat. Wow, apparently I was not out of range of... Nullifier drops all other shields in area for 10 seconds. It requires 20 units of cobalt to activate. Yes. Hey, they have battle jumpers? Their shields are back. They've got... I didn't think they had battle jumpers. Oh no, they don't have battle jumpers, they have cloaking devices. They're at the same place when they reappear. They're just making themselves periodically invisible. Well, I have yet to get hit, so I'm gonna... Oh, fucking microwave beam again. I really should be keeping a finger on the battle jump button, but... Okay, folks, I lost my recorder. I'm not sure exactly when I did, but I'm going to try to cobble this video together and see what happens. I don't know when the heck I lost this recording, though. So hold on, I'm just going to have to piece this together after the fact. Be right with you, folks. Hey, folks, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but I somehow inadvertently paused the recorder, and I didn't realize till after I'd done some more stuff. I realized, you might remember in the last video, I was going to get revenge on the Spemen and kind of goofing around, and I got killed by them after they were trying to surrender, but I got killed by a plasma bolt that was still flying around loose, so that was silly. Then I off-screened my way back to that same point to begin this video, but I actually forgot to talk to Gorzek, so I inadvertently paused the recorder, kept playing, did what we needed to do on the Loar homeworld, realized that we hadn't talked to Gorzek, went out to go talk to him, blah, blah, blah. I also spent a lot of time on camera trying to figure out how blastopods work. Well, I finally, through the magic of the interweb machine, figured out how blastopods worked, and then I realized that we were not recording anymore, so I guess what I can do is I'm just going to go back to the Loar homeworld so you guys can see that. But I'm not even on the DOS box. Man, I was having a really weird time with it trying to record this last video. So we're just going to go back into back to the Loar homeworld and get the clue that tells you where the Shiniand planet is. I'm pretty sure we didn't do. I'm pretty sure that earlier that was cut out by all the wackiness. No, this is not the message that I need. I need to go to the communication officer and to get the Loar homeworld info. I need to get the Gorzek conversations. Yeah, we got Gorzek with us now, and man, it would have been kind of fun to show you, except that now that recording disappeared, was that I got the Gnuck crew member on board, so I hailed Gorzek hostile, thinking that that would be okay. I didn't think it would be a problem on account of the fact that, you know, he already knew who we were, and I figured since he was a robot, you could use any tone you wanted, and it would be fine. But he instantly turned hostile. Like, the psychic probe went from glowing green to bright red, and he started shooting lasers at us. So I left, came back. He was still hostile. I hailed him friendly, and he instantly went from red to green again. So that was kind of amusing, but sadly, you guys don't get to see it now. It's Bimf Blanc. Yeah, so we'll just have to redo the Loar home planet thing here real quick. $139, $135, $139, $135. So we're just going to head over there. 139, 135. You can also see that the Umanu were like 95 something. They're pretty close by. They're over here, I think. But 135, 139 is, you know, pretty much near the center of the cloud. Not a good place to be. When we know that the Ool is here in the center of the cloud, Ool Jr., ready to take over the minds of whoever he comes across, then it really becomes apparent that you don't want to be there. This is the wrong system. There are little systems within the cloud that are, not every single one of them is a huge plot important system. Although I think if you had an actual map that showed you all the systems in the cloud, systems are pretty thin on the ground here. And apparently we are actually not at the right place, so crap. No, not Doctor. The Doctor did, Dr. Arng did an admirable job of treating everybody really quickly and getting them back up to speed. Except, of course, for the Dweenal crew member who died. I wish I could just roll back a minute and see, but of course I'm in the middle of recording, so that's can't. Got an awful short-term memory for numbers these days. Unknown, 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 unknown. 139, 135. Okay, so I just switch the numbers around. So I actually want to go to 139, 135, which would be right down here. There's the Umanu. I'm not even going to bother with them. Hopefully I don't have to fight for this fight to visit this planet again. I don't feel like fighting them any more than I have to. I figured as I did my epic journey into the cloud I'd have like rock and music playing, but now the video's all gonna be cut up and weird. I was about to change my mind and turn back and fight them, and then it said encounter terminated. Because they will let you land on this planet. But anyway, we go to the shiniand planet. We will not be able to orbit it without defeating them. 40 north, 62 west. It's just as well that you can come here with no coordinates whatsoever, because a beacon is on the planet's surface. I probably should have read that out loud in case anyone was not watching this but just listening. We get a message saying a beacon on the surface at coordinates 40 north, 62 west is transmitting some kind of signal. And I'm sure I read that last time that we came here, but that part of the video got eaten. Unless it didn't, in which case it's very silly that... Oh, well, look, we're actually sitting here on top of it now. Ruins of what was once a beautifully delicate structure of translucent material, origin ID, the Loar. And there's a message. Actually, there's nothing here. Yeah, it's occurred to me there won't be anything here now because I picked up the message. So, here's the message. Why did I even bother to come back here? It's just another building with a message in it. The message says... To any who follow, this is the state that we bear our Umanu brothers no malice, for we know that it is not really they who destroyed us. Our deaths do not matter, as all must die, but the sadness of the nature of our parting is too much for us to bear. Take note, beware the shiniand planet in the system 117-153, there resides an awful thing. 117-153, folks, is our final destination in this LP. When we get to 117-153, we will encounter... We'll be at the shiniand planet. We will encounter a huge mess of Umanu, and we will see Ull Jr., the final boss, as it were, of Starflight. 117-153. I still haven't decided if I'm going to queue up epic music, but if I do, it should be playing now. I need to raise shield and arm weapons again. Arm the weapons, because they will be disarmed from me landing. 117-153. There's 5 of you. I don't want anybody getting nuked with a microwave beam. But, you guys are pissing me off. Okay, it ray missed. Yes, that's what it's for. Is that, they were off screen, so I didn't notice them doing the flash. Umanu are thralls of the Ull. It really isn't their fault. So in a battle like this where I don't have to fight them, it's kind of a dick move to do so. Is there one of them left? I'll spare you. Just leave me alone. Shit. F9. Battle jump. I just left the encounter. I didn't mean to leave the encounter. Oh, shoot. Yeah, this is the mother of all battles in this game. So I want to do shield nullifier, followed by... Okay, folks. I had to change the hotkeys on my recording software. The reason the thing paused and unpaused itself and goofed up that one video is because... I just want to let you know that I'm feeling a little better today. Well, for one thing, Dweenal Goom Scuba is back to life because I had to load. Because I got destroyed when my recorder suddenly stopped itself without any directive from me, or so I thought, when I tried to use a blastopod. Because the F10 is the function to stop recording on my recorder. F9 is the function to pause. And that's why every time I battle jumped, I was goofing up the recording without realizing it, and killed the recording dead by using a blastopod. Although I saw, and the recording was fine, it just stopped unexpectedly, and I got killed while Starflight was playing itself, while I was suddenly transported over to the recorder window and being given options on how I wanted to save my file. The ship got destroyed. So I had to load, and now Arduino's alive again. Yay. Anyway, let's go to that final battle again. First of all, let's jump out of here. Let's use a shield nullifier and a blastopod. Targeting. Alien ships destroyed. Ooh, yeah. But not all of them, folks. Oh, F9. Did I do it in time? No. I got like 8 different buttons I'm trying to work at the same time here. Sorry. So F8, shield nullifier. F10. Oh, F9 again. I think that time I did it. That didn't destroy anybody, though. So to be prepared to battle jump. But yeah, I've got my fingers spread across the keyboard in really weird ways now. Nine. See, there's a whole bunch of them left alive because I couldn't really... F9 again? Yeah. I've got my hand spread all over the damn place because I'm trying to hit the function key and F9, and I had to keep my keys on the motion buttons, the like number lock, not number lock, but the number keys that are arrow keys, and also on the space bar to fire regular weapons, and it's just kind of not working that well. Why don't you guys target those dudes down there? Keep targeting the same guys like 8 times. Now I got their debris is in the way of me firing. Battle jump, got me out, okay. Ooh, I guess that epic music might work out. Oh, damn! Okay, everyone's still alive, though. Follow my own plasma bolts to where their ships actually are now. Or I can just battle jump. In the path of my own plasma bolts, that's probably not smart. Okay, so I gotta get rid of these 2 guys. There's not that many angles where I can shoot at them because the wreckage of their friends is in the way. Commander Scooby, it might be none of my business, but I think it might be better if we avoided this combat. It makes me nauseous. Why didn't you stay dead? Don't you even die, right? Commander, we are picking up some very powerful energy readings. The entire ship is starting to shake. Something has materialized nearby. It is radiating an enormous amount of energy. Recommend that we keep our distance. Commander, we are receiving a strong signal on all transmission frequencies. Okay. I didn't mean to fire at it. Oops. That was a mistake. Communications. Hail. Hostile. This is Captain Bombo. Identify yourselves immediately or be destroyed. I scanned the ass. Oh. Let's see what this thing actually is. I completely missed. The object seems to have some kind of shielding capable of blocking our sensors. All we can tell is that it's some kind of unknown energy. 88 times the size of our ship. Class 25 equivalent shields lowered. Is it responding to our hails? Maybe we should try being friendly? Although I don't really think there's much point in being friendly to this thing. It really doesn't seem to like us. Alright, well, we know what it is. It's the Ool. It's Ool Jr. Wait a second. Where's my Ool weapon at? Where my Ool weapon at? Where it at? Don't tell me I don't have the Ool weapon on this save. I don't have the Ool weapon on this save. Commander, the Ool is our ship is being drawn close to the Ool. We do not have control of the helm. Commander, the electric battle jumper is fused into a solid mass and is no longer usable. Engines inoperative. Okay, I didn't realize I didn't have the, I didn't realize I didn't have the Ool weapon. This is what would happen. Arrgh! Sorry, can you continue? This is what would happen if we fought the Ool in the past when we don't have the Ool weapon. But I was pretty sure we had the Ool weapon. That's my bad. Guess we gotta do this again. Jeez. And I've never had this much trouble with the endgame before when I wasn't recording. I've won the game over the years probably twice. Maybe 3 times. This would be the third or the fourth. I don't remember exactly how many times I've done it. But no, this is... I do not remember having had this much trouble with this. I keep forgetting to go back and get the Ool weapon. I thought I'd done that. I'm confusing myself with all the different saves. Well, our Dweenal's back alive, so yay. Anyway, 117, 153. I guess we'll just try to jump back there. And I will hail, even though I told you about the funsies that happens when you hail the thing hostile, I will instead hail it Gorzek friendly so that we can just wrap this LP up here, because I really need to like stop recording right now. There's other stuff that I want to be doing. Oh, we missed the jump. 2879. Yeah, this thing. So yeah, if you get past its guys that are guarding it, and you get to it, your weapons have no effect on it. I'm feeling a little better today. You should be dead. You go in, you fight it. You can't hurt it, and you get defeated. Yeah, Gorzek is still here, so obviously I did not get him to join us like I was supposed to. At the risk of offending our Gnuk Doctor, we're going to be nice to you. Gorzek system transmitting welcome. ISIS Blue Dragon Party Directive has been aborted and access status. Storage computational functions now available. Please respond. Gorzek system transmission from Ool weapon received. Request permission to perform transformation for synthesis with Ool weapon granted. Yes. Now we can win this game. Warning, Gorzek Ool weapon is one-use item. Do not use when other targets are present. Beginning auto-installation of Gorzek Ool weapon. Activating via new button under Captain's functions. Transformation complete. Non-essential addendum. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Okay. Now, I just have to freaking win this game. This would be a chance to play even more exciting epic music. So... what did we decide was the coordinates of the Shinium planets? 153, 117. Does that sound right to you guys? No, it's 117, 153. It has to be. It was up here. Yeah, 117, 153. Alright, let's go. Awesome, exciting music is possibly playing. I still haven't decided if I'm going to bother to do that. So I got to stop making reference to it because it'll be really ridiculous now if I don't. Oh no, I'm not going to have... Oh, I still have blastopods because I... Wait, do I have blastopods? I loaded my game. That's right, because we got highly... respected, whatever. We don't really have time with you. Respond to your convenience, which we hope is hopefully now. Sorry, Humna. We got, I mean, you're going to be happy. We're going to go liberate the Shiniand planet, but means we don't have time to talk to you right this second. Happily pleased if you would respond to your convenience, which is hopefully now. Afraid not. Yep. Are you enjoying that music that may or may not be playing, folks? Oh, good grief. I was not expecting to have this much trouble with the end game. I think the last time I played this was on a computer where the function keys were actually function keys that did not have goofy-ass shit built in. Like, my F8 key, F8 is the alternate, and the default for F8 is fast forward on the Blu-ray that you are watching, and I don't even know if you can use it for that or if it confuses it, and if you're in your Blu-ray application, suddenly that means something else. Where are we at in the star map here? 117, 153. Alright, so I just gotta keep heading this way. This might be none of my business, but I think it might be better if we avoided combat. It makes me nauseous. Shut up. Shut up, shut up! Yeah, this last video is going to be patched together from like several videos. It's getting ridiculous now. It's going to be really complicated for me to figure out later what the hell each of these input files is and where they go. Motions detected. That's probably a little more interesting to you than what I'm talking about right now. Why did I have to... I just kept running towards my destination, and they were right between me and where I wanted to go, obviously. Okay. Third time's the charm. First time, everything gets blown up by function keys. Second time, I get through the fight and discover that I don't have the Uhl weapon. This ought to do it. Battle jump out of the center of the group. Target this close to the middle of this mass of them. Yeah, that was pretty effective. Function F9. Did I do it in time? I didn't have my... Yes! I just barely did in time. Damn. Have to target the blastopods. Shields will be affected. This is close to me, but... But it wiped them all out. That's how you're supposed to do it. Remember, we were picking up something strange. Something is materialized nearby. It's radiating an enormous amount of energy. Recommend that we keep our distance. Strong transmission on all frequencies. Okay, because I accidentally attacked them. But let me respond to them. We're being scanned. Commander, we are receiving a transmission on all frequencies. Respond hostile. Is this Bombo? This is Captain Bombo. You are Hammond Cruz.
I ate everything, You ate pinpoint flicker, disturb, disrupt my meditations. You ate nothing, require annoyingly minute focus on time space point. Painful, agonizing this constraint into three-dimensional space. It is counterproductive. This focus concentration will require 3 millennia of your it time frame to recover from, before I it everything can continue my expansion communion becoming.
I shouldn't have made the Ganuk talk like a Zerfall villain. I should have made this guy talk like a Baraba.
You it are will now be absorbed, incorporated, utilized.
Wait, can we ask you about trade? No! We do not have control of the helm. The battle jumper is fused. Crap! Ooh, weapon, save us! Confirming, ooh, weapon fired. Ooh, weapon in place. Both the ooh and the ooh weapon seem to be getting damaged. The ool's energy readings are fluctuating. Its shielding now reads as equivalent to class 4 times 10 to the 11th power, 4 times 10 to the 10th, 4 times 10 to the 9th, 4 times 10 to the 8th, 4 times 10 to the 7th. Class 4 million shields. I thought its shields were like class 4. Class 400,000. The Ool weapon has been destroyed by the Ool. The Ool's shielding seems to be vulnerable to attack. We are receiving a communication on all frequencies. We have no patience for your foolishness. You will cooperate with us, you will be destroyed.
Offer suggestions, seize facilities, and Ool will manifest in alternate time space.
Fuck you, asshole. Bombo is slightly wounded. Oh, it's using some kind of psychic attack. Crap. Die, you fucker. Oh no, you fucker. It's using psychic attacks on the crew. It's not destroying the ship. Interestingly. Die, die, die! Everybody's slightly wounded. Everybody's working for the weekend. No target is present. We killed Ool. Commander, we are receiving an incoming transmission from the planet's surface. Surface of the shiniand planet. Welcome, Bombo. We are the Umanyu, as you may have surmised. We came to this region with the Eloan, or Loar, as they came to call themselves, as part of a colonial mission called Project Noah. We were Noah 6. There's your shock ending, folks. The Umanyu were the humans. Apparently humans with weird green shawls. Muslims, I suppose. There was a Muslim woman as the leader of the Umanyu. And, more interestingly, the Loar were the Eloan, which is why I was giving them the Eloan voice, which you may have picked up on. What happened to us we still do not understand, but we know that somehow you were responsible for freeing us, and for that we owe you a debt that can never be repaid. Anything you want from us is yours. You are truly our saviors. You are great. You are wonderful. You are really nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We really appreciate what you did, by the way. Thanks again. You're great. Thanks. The end. Oh, so it's a better ending than Starflight had, but this game is still famous for having a crap ending. And, you know, it's true. This game really needed a better ending than that. I think that ending is really funny. This is not a game... It's not a game that was gonna, you build your own crew and they don't have personalities unless you sort of roleplay as them yourself. But there could have been a lot more text. I mean, this is the kind of, like the ending that the Urquan Masters had, would have been appropriate. That had like specific characters in it and stuff, which you couldn't have done here. But you could have done stuff with like the other races popping up and like the Humna Humna congratulating you with a lot of repetitive Humna Humna speak. And the Ganuk telling you that you have shown that you can survive, and the Ng-Kher-Arla, starting out by talking really nice and then becoming hostile because they've trained. You could do something more than this. But, whatever. It's the end of another really great space game from when I was a little fella. I was a good bit older when this came out. I think there was a few years between Starflight and Starflight 2 Trade Routes of the Cloud Nebula. But I really like the story. As we head into the battle with Ull Jr., we know that we know really you can piece together that the Uleg are possessed Legic. So that solves one of the big mysteries of Starflight 1. And you understand that you're going to the shiniand planet, that you're going to find this horrible alien intelligence there that like controls others and whatever. But what you don't know, that you could potentially guess this, but you don't really know that the big twist at the end, which I find really interesting and cool, because it makes sense, is that it's Noah 6. We know there were multiple ships sent out from the old Empire to try to establish colony worlds. And all we know at the end of Starflight is that one of them found Arth. We know that one of them was on its way to heaven and didn't make it, and that the Mechans are holding on to heaven. But there are other ships, so this is a perfectly valid plot device. One of the other ships, whose fate we don't know, turns out to have had human and Eloan people on it who got to this sector, and we saw what happened to them. The Eloan, we don't know why the Eloan started to call themselves the Loar, other than the fact that they didn't want you to know that they were the Eloan until the end. And if you have an Eloan in your crew, I didn't have an Eloan on my crew, because we gave Dr. Anastasia to the Gnuck. I can make you even more powerful.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're about.
But you will become evil.
That's not a problem for us.
Yeah, so Dr. Anastasia probably fit in pretty well amongst the Gnuck. But, no, we didn't have an Eloan on our ship when we went to the Halls of Memory and met the Legic. They don't say, oh, holy crap, it's a Loar and a bunch of others. So, yeah, none of that. The only way to find out that shocking secret at the end is to actually win the game, which I've now done. I can't think of anything to say here. It's been kind of a long LP. Well, not real long, not compared to like RTK, but much longer LP than Starflight was, because the economics part of Starflight was boring and I cut it out, and I kept it in for this one. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. As far as I know, there's no other LPs of this game out there, so hopefully people who have nostalgic memories of this game will be able to use this as a way to live through it again. I am a little disappointed by the ending. I have a love-hate relationship with the ending. I love that twist. There's not that many games that would have the guts to only in the very end, instead of telling you before you get to the final boss battle, while you're on your way there, or just shortly before that point in the plot, they reveal the big twist. Not that many games would actually give you the big twist in the end, which is interesting. Although I almost wish we knew earlier, and that it impacted our decision-making process, to know that these were humans we were fighting. But no, it's not how it works. So that's sad, but it's a good twist. There's not a lot of games these days, it seems like, will give you a twist that well thought out. Although maybe there's plenty. I'm just not playing them. Just some crouchety old man who
Madden wouldn't give you an awesome twist ending like that. I mean, when's the last time Madden secretly revealed that the Vikings are actually human?
Being stupid, but you know what I'm talking about, though. Yeah, I mean, this is just a twist ending that I really like, but getting it at the very end, and then it's almost making fun of you, that last dialogue with the Umanu, where it's kind of like, well, what do you expect them to say? They owe you everything now, so they give you this comical little, did we mention thank you? Thank you, you're great, you're the greatest, you're the best, you're also very nice. I mean, it's a joke, and if there was a Starflight 3, you wouldn't play as these great heroes who are recognized and loved by everybody. You're just, you'd be stuck having to earn money to buy shit for your ship from the beginning, just like you are in Starflight 2. You can't carry over the fact that you saved everyone from the Crystal Planet. It just doesn't work that way. And there is a Starflight 3, sort of. There was a game being developed that was going to be Starflight 3, but they lost the developers, who did not include the people who made Starflight 1 and 2. Starflight 1 had a certain crew of people who made it. Starflight 2 had 2 people from that original crew, but not the complete original crew. And as people have noted, there's a lot of stuff they did not redo and improve on. They just used the exact same game engine and have much better looking graphics for some of the alien portraits, but it's just as clunky and old style as the original game and everything else, because they didn't redo anything. They recycled a lot. But Starflight 3 was a completely different group of people, as I understand it, with no connection whatsoever to the first game, except that they had the rights, and they were They were going to try to do something that was in the same spirit. It wasn't like it was suddenly going to be all space combat with no. I think they were going to have more space combat, and space combat was going to be more dynamic. But it didn't. They didn't really get to use that Starflight name. It became something else. You can look them up on Wikipedia. I don't remember what they were called. I don't really intend to LP that game because I don't even know how I'd get a copy. Because I don't think it's as well remembered as the actual Starflight games are. But you know, you can probably find it out there someplace. Certainly, somebody else wants to LP it. You know, give me a shout and I'll watch. But yeah, this is it for the Starflight series, folks. Obviously, as I mentioned, the Starflight series was a big influence on other series, including Star Control. So if you want to see a sequel to Starflight, your best bet's probably to check out somebody's LPs of the Star Control games. But they were not part of my childhood, and I'm not particularly planning to do them. For me, the space exploration will end here until I get around to recording a modern game that I think was influenced somewhat by Starflight. Not in every aspect, but maybe in a way. And maybe I'm just completely dreaming when I think this was an influence. But I think Mass Effect is somewhat influenced by Starflight. Aspects of Mass Effect are. Obviously, Mass Effect has, like, you know, third person, you know, camera over the shoulder, third person, shoot 'em up action, which is not what this game is about. And there's nothing where you're going around piloting your spaceship in combat in Mass Effect. But the terrain vehicle, exploring the planet's surfaces, and certain plot elements, which I'll get to when I actually LP Mass Effect, I think owe something to Starflight. Although, I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. Starflight probably stole half of its ideas from some sci-fi short stories that were published on, like, Amazing Tales that I never read. At any rate, I do love the story to this game, and I enjoyed LPing it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. So I'm going to stop talking, because I've long since run out of things to say. This is the Mysterious JG. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the various goofy voices for the alien races. The Humna Humna are, as much as I love Quark and Rom, the Humna Humna are better than the Ferengi. And I'm out. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.